Do you get scared when you watch scary movies?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, sometimes, definitely the jump scares. But I love them. They're so fun and silly. You know, if you go to these horror conventions and meet all the, horror fans, they all come out and they're all like, horror fans and all this horror stuff everywhere. But then they're like the sweetest people. They're like, I'm really sorry Ghostface did that to you.
Oh my God.
Like, you are the sweetest people.
Speaking of Ghostface, can you do the voice?
Oh, I'm horrible at impersonations, but
Don't you want to hear his voice?
What?
We want to hear it.
They want to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ah, there he is. God, don't do that.
Hello, David.
Ooh, that was good.
Oh gosh.
Did you hear that? Recently, you met Patti LaBelle. What was that like? Everything
Girl.
about Mama Patti. Yes, it is.
Listen, saw her in concert at S. And then we were at the airport at the same time. And my heart was like, like I froze. And in my moment, I was like, oh my God, it's Patti LaBelle. But when she turned, she said, ooh, girl, you the girl to be smiling.
See?
I was like, oh, you know who I am. I don't care if she called me the girl who be smiling. She ain't gotta call me Tabitha, okay? But my mama was a Patti fan. Like she loved purple, like she loved Patti LaBelle. And when my mom was sick in 2006, we thought that she was about to die then, even though she lived for another year. I got the call that I need to come home and say goodbye to my mother. And it was like all of a sudden, like it was very, it wasn't like, oh, we know she's sick. It was like, something just happened. And I had got to the airport and I was a mess that day. And I had a layover in Philadelphia. And when I got on my flight, Patti was sitting in first class. And when I looked at her, she winked at me. And I got to my seat and I cried the entire flight home to go see my mama. And I remember getting there and telling her, after she woke up and things, Mama, I saw Patti LaBelle. Like she was on my flight, she winked at me, you gonna be all right. Like it was like a sign for me. So to be able to see her and meet her and to tell her, my mama loved you and I love you. It was just such a moment. Just in the airport, honey.
That is beautiful. And you got to take your mom to the red carpet? Please, this story is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, what was that like?
Yes, I love my parents. They're beautiful. My parents were from Puerto Rico. We're born and raised stateside. I was, at least. But they didn't know what the Tony Awards was. They didn't know. They knew what theater was because they went to see my shows, but they didn't know that an award show existed for it. So I called my mom that morning. I was like, Mom, I got a Tony Award nomination. She was like, that's cute, baby. I love you. I was like, Mom, that's like the Oscars for Broadway. And she was like, oh, that's cute. That's great. By 4 p.m., the news cycle was all over Lin-Manuel Miranda. So Puerto Rico, the flags were out. They don't need an excuse to pull out flags in Puerto Rico. We love our flag. But at that moment, it was like we were extra loud. So 4 p.m., Mom called me. She goes, I got 2 dresses. I got hair extensions.
Oh, she ready now?
I will see you on June 5th.
Who was she excited to see on the red carpet?
Who was she? The thing is, because my family's from the outside world, they don't know a lot of theater people. However, my mom saw Catherine O'Hara.
Oh.
And Catherine O'Hara plays the mom in Home Alone.
See?
Yeah. She's done a lot of stuff, but it's about this particular moment. My mom sees Catherine O'Hara. She goes, Robin, I have to say hi to her. I want to go up to her and ask her, where's Kevin? And I'm like, Mom, we can't do that. We're not doing this. I was like, I don't want to be embarrassed about that. She might react a certain kind of way. She goes, okay, fine. But the way she said it was like her fingers were crossed behind her back or something. Because all I know is I run to do an interview. I come back, and I'm like, where's Mom? And she's with Catherine O'Hara and Jim Parsons. And she went up to her and said, where's Kevin? And Catherine was so sweet. She just said, oh, thank you so much. And I run up, because at the time, Jim Parsons and I were doing a play together on Broadway, The Boys in the Band. So I'm like, she did that around my work buddies. Like, you're wrong for that. And I told Jim, I was like, I told my mom not to do that. He goes, oh, really? But Catherine was so sweet. And I thought that was gonna be it. Cut to, I'm doing another interview. Mind you, we're Puerto Rican, so when it comes to hair, different ancestors show up on different days. So my mom is showing up with her hair straight, and it's June. There's humidity in the air. She don't jump for nobody. All of a sudden, I'm doing an interview. I turn around and I see her, Robin, Robin. I go, what? She goes, Thalia, Thalia. And I'm like, Ma, what? And Thalia, who's an amazing singer and like starred in so many telenovelas, in the motherland of Latino America.
Is that her in the back
No.
right there?
Yo!
I love Mom.
Wait, I have never seen this.
You didn't see that?
I did not. And that whole
She's
time.
living her best life.
Oh, best life.
She ain't missed another Tony's,
At
has
all,
she?
the ancestors are like this. They're so happy.
I love you. Now, do you think a lot of babies have been born to your music?
I hear that, but you know what? I hear that all the time, but I don't get it because my songs are sad love songs.
But they sexy though.
But they sad. You know, I don't understand it. Like, I don't know if you know Lil' Kim. You know, I love Lil' Kim.
Yes.
Got it going on.
We all love Lil' Kim. Yes.
Love me some Kimmy. And she came up to me one day. She said, Toni, girl, I love you. But when I get married, I want you to sing at my wedding. And I said, Kimmy, you don't want me to sing. I don't have any happy love songs. But she said, girl, I want you to sing. You mean the world to me. You are my everything. I said, but the first verse is... The first verse is if you would give me one reason why I should believe you. Believe all these lies that you tell me. I'm like, Kimmy, that's not a good song. Girl, can't nobody understand what you say? Just sing the song.
I'm trying to think, when was the last time we seen each other?
A long time, because your child was a child.
My child. You ain't a child no more. David, you ain't grown. But listen, oh my goodness. Okay, Anika, what's some of your Dreamgirls memories? Because we've never even really had a chance to have a moment like this.
I think the first thing that I remember really fondly was the first moment that the three of us sang together. And that blend hit, and I remember vividly, we went. Because a blend is not something you can create. It's either there or it's not there.
Yep.
And it was fantastic.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel and turn on that notification bell so you're the first to see our latest videos.